What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ziah from Ziah TV, back with another video. Along joining me is Judah KO, aka the Shizzy. We are back. You guys have been asking for these for a while, so the rest of the week, except for Friday, obviously, is going to be filled with the Bts Cyphers. So super hype. I think on Thursday, since like it's 1 through 4, and we have Tuesday is 1, Wednesday. Yeah, so Thursday will probably be like just the third and fourth one together because they're shorter anyway. So.
Yeah,
it is.
What's cool about these is you guys have asked for them. The rap side of it, I believe it's J-Hope, Suga, RM for this one specifically. They might be all of them, just the 3 of them.
I would imagine so because they're the rappers and the ciphers. So, I mean, it would make sense. But I'm really excited to get into it because you know we love rap. That's like our primary genre that we listen to. And on top of that, one of the most highly requested things since, you know, we started listening to BTS. Yeah,
this is true.
So we're going to get into it. Before we get into it, though, we do have a patron to shout out really quick. So let's take care of that because they deserve it and we promise it. So we got Bettina. I'm guessing Bettina. I'm just going to say Bettina. Roll with it. Full confidence, full send. Loyal support to your patron. Thank you so much. You are awesome. You rock. We really appreciate you. Here is the updated list for all of our amazing, awesome, wonderful patrons.
If you guys want to get on this list or you want to support us directly through Patreon, go to check out Ziah TV or Patreon.
Patreon.com/Ziah TV. A lot of really cool perks. Tier starting as low as $1 a month.
Yep. If you want to support us without joining the Patreon, please just like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. That helps push them out. Okay.
Yes.
Still 78% of you are
like
not
78% of you are not subscribed.
Come on.
What are you guys doing? If you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the content. It only makes it makes logical sense, right?
It just makes sense because then like you'll know when videos are dropped, so you don't have to go searching for them and like you
don't have to miss one of our beautiful faces on the screen.
Turn the bell on. That will notify you directly to your phone or your
like community posts because we do have polls sometimes in the community tab that I know
going on right now.
Well, kind of. By this time, it doesn't matter, but you know, still, just for future reference, make sure you hear that bell. So we will jump into this. I am super excited. Let's just full send it. Very swag-tastic intro.
Damn hip bullshit, idol rapper, cut that bullshit. 자기 본질은 아이돌 시시라면 날 무시. 주대 따위는 개주고 내 이름을 피우지 못하기와 무시밖에 모르는 니들이 how you kill me. So bring the monster back and extract my monster swag. So this is the monster track, it's my freaking monster rap. 현대판 홍길동들 좋은 걸 보고도 좋다고 못해. 3세대 리더, so I'm a leader. 이건 세대 교체, I'm sick. Yeah, I'm the top of the top of the top. Still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking them like the Casio signs on my gun. Because my
Whoa, okay.
RM dirty.
RM. I love the callback because I know that he changed his name from like Rap Monster RM, right? And then it's
it's just RM for Mouse.
So with him like changing the name, right? I know like this like kind of dates the song a little bit, right? But I just love this kind of like old school beat and then just this massive flow right off the bat. Like it's so fun. Just kind of how he starts spitting it. It just it sounds good.
Take
it looks
no prisoners
good.
Attitude.
Yeah.
I love it. There was a couple bars in here that
I'm
really
missing.
Like.
It skips right over them because he spits like really quickly.
He does spit quickly. So one of the things that I did like is right at the beginning, he's like, damn the hip hop pride, idol rapper, cut that bullshit. They give their principles to the dogs and laugh at my name. And I think there was another thing that like we missed because it's so fast.
Yeah,
just by
I like that they call me the leader of a generation, so I'm going to lead you. I love that. That's so cool. And
you know, so obviously this is older. And so this is around that time where RM was getting a lot of shit for like, oh, like you're like an underground rapper, and then you became like an idol. You went to mainstream. Yeah, it's like either you're a rapper and idol, you can't be both type of thing. You're not a real rapper anymore, and all that bullshit, which was all bullshit.
Yeah, baloney sauce.
Yeah, it's all stupid. Like
I think mirrors.
Literally, if you have to talk that shit to him, just challenge him to a rap battle and watch yourself get destroyed, and then tell him he's not a real rapper. You know what I mean?
Like step to a god, you'll find out. So I bring the monster back. I really like this line because he kind of like he's going back to almost like an animalistic standpoint. He's like, I will rip you up. You're
also
the meat
like
out of me.
I think it also means since back then he did call himself Rap Monster, saying so I bring the monster back. He's
switching back from the idol back to
he's like okay, I'll go back to my old school rap and show you what's good since you want to talk that shit.
This
you know,
is some savage stuff, just like on so many levels.
I love this. All right, let's keep it going.
How you kill me, so bring the monster back and extract my monster swag. So this is the monster track, it's my freaking monster rap. 현대판 홍길동들 좋은 걸 보고도 좋다고 못해. 3세대 리더, so I'm a leader. 이건 세대 교체, I'm sick. Yeah, I'm the top of the top of the top. Still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking them like the Casio sounds on my gun. 비끄지마 because I'm freaking darn. 위에선 까보지마 cause every kick is my freaking son. 나 원래 관대 반나만 머리 you rappers 차례대로 썰어버리고 then I'm a murder you haters. 자 이제 나와 그리고 말해봐 누가 네 top 5 rap monster 란다 리더 래머 네 아빠 썩여 아빠 썩여 지금은
I love how you end out with your dad.
Yeah, okay,
My
okay.
name, bro. Your dad.
Yeah.
Yo, daddy, I fathered this game, bitch.
I love that he uses like Rap Monster, Rhonda, or was that Randa? Rida, Rap Mom, and then your dad. It's just.
I'm sure there's a reference in there that
Yeah.
we don't understand, but it still sounds hard because of the way that he presented it. So it's just like clean as fuck.
I wonder if those were like different versions of his name, right?
Yeah.
And then like a Rap Man, and they changed it to Rap Mom, and then he's like your dad.
Well, it's Rapmon.
Yeah, Rapmon, but it kind of sounds
so
like
it's
Rap
like-
Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rapmon is short for Rap Monster, obviously.
Yeah.
Like that one's pretty. Like the Randa and the Rita or Rida. You know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really get those.
I don't get those.
There was something
It's
else.
so I don't know. It just sounds so funny because it sounds like he's like Rap Mom, your dad. Just like
Yeah.
why are we doing it like this?
Yeah, yeah. You only know how to go with the tide and look down on others. And that's like very much that herd mentality that he's
Yeah.
talking about, where like a lot of the hate that like people get in general, not just him, but like using him as an example, is herd mentality. Because a couple people will be like, oh, you're not a real rapper anymore. And then herd mentality is like, yeah, join in on that. Yeah, you're not a real rapper. And then all these people are like fighting against something, but they don't even know why. They just joined in because of herd mentality. And it's so stupid.
And then just like a tide, once there's any opposition or like over enough time, it'll just start decreasing and moving out. And it's like you've played yourself because you're a temporary thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really like it.
Yeah, and he's just calling him out on that. Like, that's all you know how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, pathetic.
Let's get into J-Hope's part.
monster 란다 리더 래머 네 아빠 썩여 아빠 썩여 지금은 hover from BTS 전부 나 follow 내 가능성을 리트윗돼 모두에게 알려 내 flow 고막을 타고 네 몸을 채워 칼을 갈았어 내 일위 check it back in the days 나이고 rhyme도 몰랐던 나이고 그저 아이돌 바라본 광주의 흔한 나이였던 나 그래 이젠 보여줄게 이 트랙 비사이퍼에서 내 포부를 박혀 I'm more both the minors 그래 너와 난 다른 major 난 TV 스크린을 난 채워 래퍼 커스텀 너 거품을 걷고 내 배터 내가 원하던 것을 난 지금 어디 가도 위축감 배가 아프면 병원 가 전치주감 내 패배를 바랬던 사람들 다 뒷목을 잡지 힙부심 판치는 게임 위 J-Hope은 반치 남의 필 버티면 난
Okay,
Dude, that's so
J-Hope
clean.
came in clean. So, you know,
It's-
obviously we know about J-Hope. We know
Yeah.
that he started out as a dancer. He wasn't a rapper. When he joined the group, they wanted him to be like another rapper, like the third rapper for him. So he started picking it up.
Learned it.
And he did such a great job because, like, I feel like it's easy in the rap game to just come in and be kind of like a default rapper or just
Yeah.
kind of be like a echo or a shadow of
Yeah.
like the rappers that you listen to. But J-Hope definitely like came in and has his own style.
Yeah, he kind of grabbed onto it and he's created this. And it like it's not as like I guess aggressive as RM, right? Where it's like the monster, right? And then like him being like J-Hope, like he's trying to spread that goodness, right? And I like how he said like he's like I built a sword for tomorrow. It feels so good and like it feels like he just like it's generally just being like, you know, I'm like prepared. I'm not like I'm building myself up. I'm prepared. I'm working forwards, and it's not as much like aggressive, which I think is really cool and fits J-Hope better.
No, it really does.
so cool.
It's very much like when it comes to J-Hope and his raps, you can tell that he has a lot more like of the fun, lighthearted raps. But even when he's coming in like this with like more hard stuff, it still has that J-Hope feel of being like more fun and lighthearted while still being taken seriously.
Yeah.
You know, and so like it very much feels like J-Hope through and through, and that's what I really like about it. I mean, even like this, it's like wherever I go, it becomes an issue. If you're jealous, go to the hospital 2 weeks to heal. He was like, bro, step to me, I'll put you in the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to step to J-Hope.
It's like so funny. I don't know. It fits.
And then rapper costume is another one I want to point out. Rapper costume, no, I take away the foam and spit it out. Rapper costume, because they're like, oh, you didn't start off as a rapper, so I'm sure they're like, oh, you're not a real rapper. You didn't start off as a rapper. You just picked it up because they wanted you to. And he was like, no.
So I had this weird thought when he's like I take the foam away and spit it out, right? It's almost like you think of like a stuffed animal with all the foam inside, right? And so there's not a lot of context inside. It like looks good on the outside, but there's nothing really going on inside. He's like, no, I took that stuff and spit it out, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm real inside. I have all these things going on inside. And like I'm I guess like it gives him validation.
Yeah, because it's like even if he didn't start out as an underground rapper before he like came into BTS, he realized that like he did have a passion for rap, and so it became part of his identity. He's not doing it because like he's fake, or he's not doing it because the sake that they needed him to. He did it because he found a true passion in it, and it became a core part of his identity, and that's really cool.
Yeah, no, I love it. I'm excited for Suga here though.
Yeah.
잡지 힙부심 판치는 게임 위제 협은 많지 남의 필버침에는 저격신 위에 블랙프루프로 한 방은 먹겠지 어설픈 가짜들은 질려 반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네 발에만 지른 포케야 덤맨 난 비트 위에서 쇼팽 난 절대 안 변해 태어날 때부터 난 못해 본 래퍼 My attitude 내 멘토 니들이 씹고 물어뜯어도 난 맨
I love that. We're just gonna skip over it. But my attitude is my mentor. That is cool. That's sorry, I wanted to play through, but I love that line so much.
Yeah.
Darn it, that's so cool. Alright, I'll sit it back here.
발에만 지른 포케야 덤맨 난 비트 위에서 쇼팽 난 절대 안 변해 태어날 때부터 난 못해 본 래퍼 My attitude 내 멘토 니들이 씹고 물어뜯어도 난 내 멘토 기부심 물어봐 내게 느끼는 물어감질 투심 숨기란 네 IP 다 보일라 난 보일라 순식간에 핫해졌지 스포일러처럼 너는 안 봐도 뻔해졌지 속절없이 멍청한 힙 찌질을 고쳐놨지 근본 없이 커져갔네 가요계 공존하기엔 빡세 그러니 랩은 취미로 해 말세 야 말세 질리면 노력해 what
Alright, so let's dissect
that was
his bars.
Brilliant. I don't know if we can.
I got this.
남의 필버침
I need this to disappear though.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
You're in the way of greatness. Alright, so I love how he starts out. I have yet to go to the army, but my hobby is sharpshooting.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah,
like,
because like the army is the fan basis, and it's like I'm not a fan.
like on a literal term, it's like like I never went to the army, but I'm still a sharpshooter, you know? Like I can still shoot a gun like those in the army and stuff. And then obviously army being army and stuff. So great double entendre there. Non-sexual double entendre, obviously.
Non-sexual.
Because you have to make that distinction. And then let
면
it
저격 shit
We're both it.
was a big hit.
Bulletproof was a big hit.
So I'm guessing that's a song. I haven't heard it, but I would assume that like,
But it
makes
ties
sense.
into the whole like shooter.
Yeah,
idea.
sharpshooter. Yeah. Like,
위에 블랙프루프로 한 방은 먹겠지 어설픈
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My
No,
finger
it's
actually
good.
slipped and just went
the
with it.
clumsy fakers was pricked and reacted. Let's just play.
가짜들은 질려 반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네
Yeah. So I mean, because it tied into this next bar where he's saying the clumsy fakers, you know, it's just like you fake ass rappers are inferior. Basically, he's like, my pronunciation is 4K, you're still in 360p, type of deal. Like, you know,
they're still like 720 at best.
Yeah, on your best day, my worst track is better than your best track, type of shit.
Just like a classic, like that's a good one. Like that. It's been used a lot in rap, but it's like when you can back it up, it feels really good.
And all three of them can absolutely back up the shit that they're talking.
That's true.
And then like when he goes into the next bar and he's like, "I won't ever change. I was born a rapper." And that's very evident. Like rap has been part of Suga's identity since forever. You know?
And he just fills it in so well. Like not just like with his work in the studio and like what he does on stage and like what he does on the music, but like he just fits that persona like really well.
Rap really is his life. Like you can very much see it in his personal
you could
life.
put him in a room with like Biggie. I'm gonna go down the list.
All the big ones.
Biggie, Snoop, and like Jay-Z. Fuck J. Cole. I'll throw J. Cole in there because he's a boy, right? And like it would just feel normal for him, right? Like that like because he came up in that underground, and even like Ice Cube, right? Who like they also come from like. All right, I'm gonna say this. Suga is Korean. Ice Cube.
Oh shit! You heard it here first, folks. Suga is Korean Ice Cube.
Because you look at Ice Cube, he grew up like in like Compton and like started writing when he was in school, and like he started at a really young age and was like all underground rap, and then he joined, and like that really fits with kind of what Suga did.
Yeah, that's very true.
And like all this like small stuff before becoming big and stuff, and like when he did become big, it took him a long time to get the recognition that he needed, and then like even the public idea of him was really poor because they were like, oh, you're not like same thing that happened to RM, like you're not fit to be an idol.
Yeah, and like they've proven that they are. You know what I mean?
And then Ice Cube got judged for being like a thug and like a fake, like it's just so ridiculous.
And he's like an incredible businessman, like incredibly smart.
He's done so well with himself.
He's
an accomplished actor. He's an accomplished rapper and like music producer.
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
done so much, And like when he started his own solo career, he like then that's when he started flourishing, right? But it's like it's really hard when the public judges you one way, and then like you can't break out of that, and you kind of have to use your music and use your passion to push through that and be like, I've got this. You know, I am my own person. I really like that.
Yes. And another thing to go along with that is the fact that like being a rapper already just has a certain connotation, especially to older generations. When older generations think of rappers, they usually think of like thugs, of like the miscreants, the people, you know, like they don't really usually associate rapper with good person. You know, and so that's something that you have to battle if you want to be a rapper. You know, that's just it's a stupid connotation.
And I think
but it exists.
I think some rappers like use that connotation and like kind of push it and become those braggadocious rappers we talk about a lot of
push
time.
that persona for sure.
And then like you're stretching it very thin, whereas like Suga's not trying to push that persona. He has it, and he has that like almost thuggish vibe to him, and then like
in a good way.
In a great way. And then he's just like doing his rapping. He's just doing his thing, and it comes naturally.
He just has that hip hop swag to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a lot of swag.
And like that's like. I hate that there's a negative connotation. It's mainly with the older generations. Obviously, rap is very popular and mainstream nowadays, so it's looked at different. But like, I'm sure that like especially in Korea, you know, probably far more judgmental the older generations and stuff like that when it comes to like wanting to be a rapper and wanting to be that, you know, all those different things. So being a rapper, whether you're in Korea, anywhere, like you already have certain things that you're gonna have to fight through because of the stereotypes that surround wanting to be like a rapper and stuff like that, right? And so for like all three of them to come from different backgrounds while having some similarities and be different type of rappers and all be able to conquer that, become idols as well, and conquer all the labels, all the bullshit, absolutely fucking incredible.
Amazing. Just the ability to battle the labels is really, really hard.
It's just it's so good. And I love this where like, because you know he said that like my attitude is my mentor, even if he talks about I'm a mentor, and like it rhymed really well too because they sound very similar. Hydrogel 6 your IP address, because you know you like, once you get NordVPN you can't have your IP address. So like exploring, you're so typical. Like it's it's so hard to last in this girl. I want to create,
and they are lasting. They're flourishing better than ever, and they like they're
like the biggest ones, if I'm not mistaken.
And like they're not just they're not just K-pop anymore. Like our fans like to remind us, and their fans like to remind us constantly. They're a worldwide phenomenon.
Exactly, and that's what's amazing about them. So
I got a funny story real quick before we wrap up. I was at a wedding and somebody was asking me like what I did for YouTube, and I told them, I was like, oh yeah, we're currently reviewing a K-pop band, and they were like, oh, who? And I was like, BTS, and they were like, BTS isn't K-pop, because they heard Butter on the radio, and I was like, yeah, look up BTS. Like they are kind of K-poppy, right? They are
like they started as a Korean pop group. Like obviously they're bigger now, but like they have origins in K-pop.
I love that like the general population, I guess, they didn't know, and like we didn't know before, right? So like they would think of it as just like a normal mainstream song, which is awesome. And like we're talking about pushing those boundaries, pushing those stereotypes, pushing those labels, and they did it. I thought it was really cool. I was really proud of them. I was like, yes.
Absolutely love that. That was awesome. Fun. Can't wait to get to the other ciphers.
Yeah, excited. We'll try to do... Quick. What's up? Here. My hair is like just doing its own thing today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do 20 plus videos on every Cypher video. These are really fun. They're really intelligent. Yeah. They're well written. They're well thought out.
Yeah. And as people that like to like break down lyrics, analyze their lyrics, analyze what's going on, they're perfect for us naturally, which is I'm sure why you guys were so adamant about us reacting really to them. So absolutely amazing from beginning to end. If you made it to this part in the video, thank you first off for watching till the end. Make sure to leave this emoji so we can see where the real fans are at. Pretty sick emoji, you know. I'm sure you like it. I'm sure y'all like it. So go ahead and leave that emoji down below. If you don't have it, just reference this part in the video any way that you want to.
Or just comment on the video, like the video, subscribe, turn on the bell.
Yeah, all of that good stuff.
Check out
the Patreon, social links, everything in the description. Always check the description. A lot of really cool links. Never know what's in there, but it's awesome. So that is all the time we have for you today. We will see you in the next video.
Wanna come up, your man better step up. Matter of fact, better just watch from my checkup. Matter of fact, better just stop and flex up. Matter of fact, just know I'm finna blow. Wait, hold up, is it too late? Just set the record straight.